Greetings, folks. This is Victor Haskins, and in this video, I want to talk to you about how to do lip slurs. So, if we're going from one pitch to a higher pitch without using the tongue to articulate, right, we want to keep a continuous flow of air, then we want to slur from that note to the next note. And the same for going from a higher note to a lower note, right? We want to keep the air going, and we want to connect the notes without creating any kind of a break between them. So, our lips, of course, are going to accommodate whatever vibration needs to happen to move from a lower pitch to a higher pitch, a lower frequency to a higher frequency of buzzing, okay? So I wouldn't focus necessarily on what the lips are doing. I would focus instead on using the tongue to lead your slurs. That's right, use your tongue to do lip slurs. Why is this? Well, we have much more control of our tongue in order to do the task that we want it to do. And so, when we're going from a lower pitch, say a C, right, we're talking to trumpet players here, C to G in the staff, low C below the staff to G in the staff. We're going to think, that's our C, and ta, E, right? And the G is that second pitch, E. So why did I go like, I went, ah, E? Why did I say ah, E? Because that's what I want my tongue to do. And that's what your tongue is going to do while you're blowing air. Okay, you hear that change of pitch as I'm blowing. I'm blowing air. I'm saying ah, and I go. When I say E, that's me arching the tongue up. When we say E, that's what happens in the back of your mouth. You say ah, E. Your tongue arches up to say E, and that allows the air to move faster over the tongue. And of course, that airspeed is going to change the vibration of the lips. We're not worried about the vibration of the lips because that will be taken care of by us singing the pitch in our head. Okay, you should always be singing what you're playing. So if I'm going from ta, E, okay, let's now think about using an exercise that trains this particular skill. So we're just going from C to G, first partial to second partial in the open fingering series. We're going to use a metronome at 60 beats per minute, always slow. I'm just going to go in half notes. I'm going to go from C to G and back to C and back to G and back to C, breathing when I need to. Notice that I don't have this effect happening between notes. Or when I go down, avoid that. We want the notes to move instantaneously. So we want to go ta, E, and when we're ready to move to the next pitch, ta, E, ah, and when we want to move back down, ah. So we're going ah to E when we want to go upwards, E to ah when we want to go downwards. I'm going to do that with the metronome here to show you how it sounds. Okay, so you see I get instantaneous movement. There's no finessing. I'm singing that next pitch that I'm going to play, though. So that's the key, is that you're singing the next pitch you're about to go to, and then right when you're ready for that pitch to change, either say E or ah to change that mouth shape, that tongue level, in order to facilitate your move to that note, okay? Now, I say that you should do that because if you try to depend on the lips doing what they're supposed to do without any kind of, like the tongue is almost like your rudder, like if you had a boat in the water, and your tongue is like your rudder that kind of helps to direction where your boat is going, where your air is going. Now, you could essentially steer the boat without a rudder, but it would be a little bit more difficult, and it's just easier to use that rudder because you have control of it. Similarly, your tongue, you have a lot of control of that, so use it to your advantage, okay? So we're going to do the same exercise now, and we're going to go from the second partial to the third partial, so G in the staff to C in the staff and back. Doing the same thing, A on the G, E on the C because it's higher. Very clean slurs, immediate pitch movement, There's no grit in between the notes, right? There's no ta, right? Ta, immediate. And if you do that, you're going to have solid slurs. So once again, practice your slurs slowly. Say that 5 times fast. Practice your slurs slowly. You can go down to the description below and see a link to my website, the educational resources page, where you'll be able to download a warm-up document / workout document that allows you to see several flexibility exercises similar to the ones I just described in this video. And remember, you can do all of these exercises I just talked about through the 7 fingering system on your horn, so that you don't just have to go G to C to G to C. You could go B to F sharp to B, or B flat to F to B flat, and so on and so forth. Okay, so take these exercises and go work on your flexibility. Make it super solid. Make sure you have control. Don't try to do it fast. Do it so you have control of it. So I hope that's helpful. Questions and comments down in the comment section down below, and I'll see you on the next video.